You know what's really a shame? It's something that if you're someone that thinks logically and you really think about it, sometimes helping people, it just makes things worse. It can backfire on you. This is the conundrum of somebody like me. This is why I hesitate a lot of the times to do certain things, because I know that helping other people, I know that getting involved with somebody else's, problems or whatever is happening, that if you get involved with that, you can be brought into that. You know what I mean? It ain't that you want to get there. It's not that you want to put yourself in that position. And I'm not saying that this happens all the time, but it is a possibility that it can happen. I'm pretty sure I'm going to upload the video that I just did before this, but it's like I was taking a walk and I seen this bird laying there and I went up to it and it wasn't moving at all. I thought it was dead. And I went up to it and it started flapping and it started moving around and kind of going crazy. And I was like, it's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to do anything. And it's kind of like I probably made it a little worse for the poor thing. I probably made it worse. If I would have just let it sit there and not have messed with it, then maybe it would have went out peacefully, or I don't know, maybe it's just shocked. Maybe it got stunned. Maybe it got hit by a car or something and it'll regain its composure, which I hope it does. But I'm not counting on it for that to happen, because I know that things die and things happen. Animals get rabies and stuff like that. But it just reminds me, it's a constant reminder to, when someone is asking for help, like with certain things, sometimes you have to let people deal with what they have to deal with for themselves. By people getting involved with like family drama and other things, it's like, when do you know not to get involved or to get involved? How can you possibly know? You cannot know what another person's thinking. You can never know what someone may be planning or anything like that. So when there's trouble, it's like, when do you do something or when do you not do something? If something's happening in your own life, do you act upon it or do you not act upon it? If there's some kind of thing that you just can't figure out, or something in your life is weird, do you do something about it or do you not do something about it? Do you let it be or not to be? You know what I mean? It's always this if, maybe, should I, shouldn't I thing. And this kind of drives me a little crazy sometimes, is thinking about what should I do or what shouldn't I do. It's kind of like I'm just this guy where I just want to be what I'm going to be. I want to do what I'm going to do. I want to say what I'm going to say. I want to eat the things that I know that I'm going to eat. It's like, why drive myself crazy thinking about it? But it's kind of a scary thought, because you never know what another person, this is why I say, putting yourself in somebody's shoes, sometimes you can be making it worse for yourself. Then if you help somebody and you actually put forth the effort to do something, then you might be able to help, you might be able to do something, but there's always that if, there's always that, what if I do, what if I don't? There's always that back and forth thing going on that it's like you really don't know what to do. It's kind of like you're a gambler in this life, like you're gambling every single second of your life. And when I do these videos, I don't want it to be like that, but I know that it's like that. And this is why I hesitate to do a lot more than what I know I can do, because if I get myself involved with other people, if I get myself involved with other things, I know that there can be trouble lying around the corner. I know that there can be big time drama. I know that there can be jealousy and envy and all these things that us humans, how we naturally are. And this is the side of humanity that I am a misanthrope. I don't care. I don't care about these things anymore. I realize that I'm going to be here for some time, and there's going to be a day where I'm not here anymore. But all those types of things, I don't care for them no more. It doesn't bother me either way, because I know how we are, but most people, they don't know how they are. They don't know that the very things that they're thinking for themselves are the things that are bringing themselves down. It's the things that are putting themselves in a certain situation for themselves, but yet they're blaming other people. They're blaming the world. They're blaming their mom. They're blaming their dad. They're blaming everybody that's around them, when it's really us. It's you, the person, that is causing this for yourself. This all comes down to reflecting upon yourself, because you are the only one in the steering wheel. I cannot control your car. I can't put gas in your car. I can't tell you to turn left or right. Only you can do that, and only I can do what I need to do in my life. And when I realized, I came to an ultimate realization that I cannot save anybody. I cannot really help anybody. You have to be willing to help yourself. I can't help you. I can't make you go to the hospital if you're sick. I won't even take myself to the doctor, and I'm having physical problems go on. So how can I do something for another person? And when I say that all that I'm doing is I would like to inspire someone to do something for themselves, but then at the same time, I kind of hesitate on saying that, because if I tell you to do something that I'm doing and it doesn't work out for you, then how are you going to look at me? How are you going to see me as a person? If I tell you to be something and something happens to where it didn't work out for you, then you're going to be blaming me for that thing. And see, this is why I don't give advice. I don't tell people that they should do something or they shouldn't do something. I don't tell people that they're wrong or they're right, or, hey, go do this or don't do that. I don't tell people anything. I let people make their own choice, because, like I said, when you get involved, things can happen. When you don't get involved with certain stuff, things can still happen. So I kind of would rather stay away. I would kind of rather be in the background. It's like I don't want too much attention, but at the same time, if I don't put myself out there as an artist or a musician or any of that, then I'm never going to be seen. No one's ever going to know who I am. So it's that conundrum of I want to do it, but then I don't want to do it. You see what I mean? And it's there. A lot of people don't think about this. And really, if I didn't think about it, things are going to happen how things are going to happen regardless, if I do or I don't think about it. But I'm the type of person, I think about it, and I'm aware of what I'm doing. I'm aware of what I'm saying. I'm aware of the situation that I'm in and that other people are in, but I don't get involved with other people's stuff. See, it's nothing personal. It's nothing to offend people. It's not to get people to hate me or be mad at me. It's just, look, it just is what it is. And it's like, sometimes I even ask myself, why do I keep doing these videos? You know, I could just go around and talk to myself. You know, I could go to the park over there, or I can go take a walk and I can talk to myself. But I make a choice so that people can listen when they're by themselves, you see, and when they're on their own time. And I let them listen when they're by themselves, when they're not around other people. And because when you're around other people and you're around the group, you're not going to be yourself. You're going to be like someone else if you're around other people. So that's why when I do this, I do it by myself and I let people watch it by themselves. I let people do whatever they want to do by themselves, because I know that I really can't be the authentic me, the genuine me, when I'm letting other things be the driver of my own life. You understand? So this is why I'm always hesitating, and there's sometimes I don't hesitate. But either way, it's going to happen. But this is the conundrum. This is the conundrum of life, is you just never know when something is going to happen. You never know if, like today, I don't know. I could die today. I could get hit by a meteor out of the sky. I could have some person come up on me, shoot me in the back of the head. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm still a person that is aware of the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm saying for myself. And a lot of us, we're not like this. We're not aware of what it is that we are doing. We're not aware of what we're saying. And we're just pointing the finger at everybody. We're blaming the world. We're blaming the bad guy, you know, when really all these things that we're pointing the finger at and we're judging, this is what we're judging. This is what we're pointing the finger at, is ourselves. And once you come to this realization, like I said, you'll never be the same. And most people, they will not understand you. They will look at you like you're from another planet. And I don't care, but it's just how it is. You know, when you wake up to these facts and you see it how it really is, you can't speak the same. You will never do the things that you did before, because you've already done them so many times. You've been there so many times that you just, it's kind of like you already died to that, and you were buried, and the moss grew over the tombstone, and you're this other person now. And then that thing died, and that got covered with dirt, and the moss grew on that thing, and then you're this other thing. That's how I feel all the time. And like I said, you get to this point where all that you can do is talk about it. All that you can do is actually say how you feel. You're not hiding anymore. I'm not hiding anymore from anybody. I'm not being something that I'm not. I'm not holding back on how I feel with anything. You know, however I feel, whatever I'm going through, I talk about, because that's what I need to do for me. Now, how many people, how many of us are actually doing that for ourselves? So anyway, it's just something to think about. It's just another video. It's nothing important, but I would just tell people to think, you know, think about what you're doing. Don't think too hard, and don't think at all, but think. So, stay up, stay lowly, resonate.